Medica Nova Wellness Studio. I'm Angelica Maria Koch, owner of Medica Nova, Doctor of Natural Medicine and Professor at the University of New Mexico. I'm the author of my award-winning book, The Dance of Your Core Healing, Transforming Your Mind, Body and Soul in the New World. I also publish monthly free newsletters, which are available via subscription on my website and public social media. Let's continue in this discovery series in how to live optimal health and vibrant well-being as I continue to guide you step by step through an amazing and life-transformative process, empowering you to connect with your body and soul in a completely new way again. Today's video theme is the individual signature of disease, which is also covered in the 3rd chapter of my book. Physical illness is an expression of chosen symptoms, is also unique only to you and not to anybody else. If 10 people are affected with a common cold, each of these 10 people express unique symptoms solely relevant to the individual presentation of the cold and flu. And this is the reason why we can't really take a drug covering 10,000 people of cold and flu symptoms, because you are unique and you will require an individual medicine. Allopathic prescribing is based on the law of contraries, which advocates that an illness should be treated by a substance capable of producing an opposite symptom in a healthy person. For example, if somebody suffers from diarrhea, they would usually get a drug based on aluminum hydroxide, which produces constipation. That is the opposite symptom. In homeopathy or any vibrational medicine, the principle is based on the law of similas, meaning to treat the person with the same or similar frequency as the frequency of his or her mental, emotional or physical expression. For example, let's say I didn't have a great week. Maybe I received some bad news, feel a little bit sad. And we have our meeting. I haven't seen you for a while, but in this conversation, I share myself. I know you can't fix my life, but it feels nice to just share what's going on. I also find out that you don't feel so great either. In this context of exchanging oneself, each one of us, after a while, feels a little bit more at peace, relaxed. Really be grateful for having that opportunity to express oneself. The same principle is based on the law of similars. There is you and this cold, and there comes the similar frequency like remedy, and they meet. And in this meeting, a space of potentiality is created, a dialogue, a communication, a rapport, which is very different. It's totally different than the law of contraries, which is based on power game, hierarchy, and trying to suppress something which should leave the body. The person might experience even temporary relief who has taken that drug for the diarrhea. And don't get me wrong, allopathic remedies they have a place and a time. Yet the initial symptom of diarrhea has also been simultaneously suppressed and deadened in its energetic frequency. The symptom of diarrhea was there for a reason, trying to communicate with its host regarding a physical imbalance in need. Due to the allopathic prescription, the person's innate communication with his or her body was therefore disrupted. In lasting and transformative individualized medicine, we are eager to clear the pathway of congestion, no matter where they are, mental, emotional or physical. So the cells can once again communicate with each other and therefore live and behave, having a deep sense of belonging to a larger energetic field. We do feel much better if we feel or know that we belong to something or somebody. In this new medicine, we want to encourage the communication within your body, as well as the communication between your external environment and the body. Let's go way back in time, in history. I'm talking about the mid-1400s, mid-1500s. The Prince of Physicians, Paracelsus, contributed much to the understanding of the doctrine of signatures. Today, this phenomenon can still be seen, especially in the plant kingdom, where the color, the shape, or the part of the plant indicates its use in the cure of ailments, and where each characteristic of the plant has some relationship with the presenting physical symptom. During Paracelsus' times, it was thought that the stamp or the signature was placed on the plant by a guardian angel. For example, let's take a yellow plant, and we look for something within the body which is yellow, which could be the gallbladder or the bile. Or let's take a newborn baby who experiences jaundice. And the yellow flower, Chalcedonium majus, would be so beneficial here. Do you see where I'm coming from? I'm looking for something similar, even alike, in nature, as well as what the person is presenting. Blue flowers, for example, have a calming, a peaceful frequency and could be really good for nervous system ailments. Red flowers, they have definitely a relationship to blood, so it could be great for blood ailments. In this area where I live, New Mexico, we are surrounded by trees called aspens. And they're beautiful. In the fall they turn golden and they're really spectacular. Their leaves look like little dancing puppets, and we call them the quaking aspens. Well, this quaking leaf phenomena is also very similar to Bell's palsy, which is the quivering or the trembling cheek. The doctrine of signatures is still subscribed today by herbalists and certainly stands as a nonverbal, informative and medicinal transmission among many indigenous tribes. What I'm trying to express here is the form and the essence are really one thing. Everyone, especially someone afflicted with illness, speaks in a psychosomatic language that clearly speaks of his or her inner truth. Literally all his chosen words and hand gestures, particularly the hand gestures, are signals of his symptoms, energy field, and magically refer to his physical experiences and identified belief system. He unconsciously chooses words or sentences that portray the frequency and the hidden revolving door to his deep and transformative healing. We live in total experience and sensation of our illness through our body, and in reverse, our body communicates back to us the expressions of all our psychological conditions and processes. Our language includes many speech idioms that we unconsciously choose to describe our emotional situations. For example, after painful divorce or separation of a relationship, you might say, "Oh my God, I have a broken heart." Or when describing a truly wonderful moment in your life, you might say, "Oh, my heart just leapt for joy." When a situation seeks emotional expression, we might say, "It feels like my heart is bursting with emotion," or that I feel heavy on my heart. A sensitive person might describe herself as taking everything too hard, or soft-hearted. We speak of people who are half-hearted and others who are living way too much with an open heart. And what about the person who tells his lover that she feels very close to his heart? Symptoms force us to make changes in our lives, either through our behaviors relative to the illness itself or in the form of a complete external change, like a residential move, change of job, a change of relationship. On one hand, they can stop us from doing what we initially intended to do. On the other hand, they can force our hand to make us to do things we never intended to do in the first place. For example, your last season ski accident might have been an unconscious way to give yourself a much needed break. Or your broken leg might be an indication that you are consciously or unconsciously suppressing violent thoughts directed at someone else. Yes, it's true. Your debilitating asthma attacks, the ones where you can breathe in but you can't breathe out and you feel like you're suffocating any minute, might have something to do that you take on too much but you can't deliver. You can breathe in but you can't breathe out. Your head is stuffed up and your nose is blocked with congestion. Maybe it could reflect the emotional situation with your boss, about which you keep saying, I have it up to here, while drawing a line at the height of the nose. An upset wife complaining about her marriage and her recurrent urinary infections with burning urine may be reflecting the emotional state of her suppressed anger and a feeling of being pissed off. Believe me, I've seen it many times. The person with burning or cramping stomach pains and a recent sudden job loss might say, I feel like as if I was just punched in my stomach. Someone with a sore throat and complaining of an unbearable situation at home might express it in this way, I just can't swallow this anymore. Again, portraying a clear relationship, an ongoing relationship between the mind and the body. Best-selling author Louise Hay has talked about this for decades, how our beliefs and ideas about ourselves are often the cause of our emotional problems and physical illness, and how by using certain tools we can change our thinking and our lives for the better. Physical symptoms are not solely related to mentally or emotional created belief systems. The whole scope of disease is much bigger, of course. But every symptom offers us a challenge as well as an opportunity to heal. I want to share this sentence with you again because I really want you to hear it. Every symptom offers us a challenge as well as an opportunity to heal. If we choose to ignore the presence of our symptoms, we not only prolong our physical crisis, but also stimulate the intensity of the ailment, meaning the ailment will start knocking on your door over and over again. We tend to experience in life what we identify as within our beliefs. Only by finding the stillness in both polarities, the physical symptom and the created belief system, are we able to find true transformative freedom from all of it. When you open to the chaos of darkness within you, you will invoke and also you will evoke the mystery of your life. If you feel inspired and want to know and learn more about my teachings in homeopathy and quantum healing, I encourage you to get my book or one of my online courses. At the moment, I offer 3 courses: Thriving with Homeopathy, a practical guide for the whole family and beyond; Thriving with Homeopathy for Birthing Life, a practical guide for midwives, doulas, childbirth educators and nurses; and a great course, Being and Living Quantum Healing, transforming your mind, body and soul in the new world. This is pretty much a course which covers the material what I'm trying to present here. The courses are affordable, beautifully created, and I'm sure will become a constant companion on your journey to optimal health. Although these courses are offered in an online format, I will guide you step by step, week by week. They're usually 16 weeks through the whole material, and therefore offer you an individual tutorial, which you usually do not get with online courses. So have a look at my website, medicanova.net. Subscribe to my channel, which would be really great. And if you have any questions, leave your comments below. In the meantime, much love.